Hi everyone, welcome to Awakening the Maiden 99, the Apotheoisis. I am Moth48 with Doodles.
Hello. That's me.
So we'll get started soon. Challenge has sort of been weird, so check-ins have not happened. But I can still try and figure out who's here anyway.
Well, no, I'm here, but I'm not in the bracket.
Okay. Who is the Legend 27?
Oh, they're one of the most powerful people in the entirety of Maiden spell. They have like level 10 knights. It's insane.
Okay. Are they 27? Are they like the 27th expert?
Legend has it that the Legend 27 has gone further than Min Walls.
Fet wall. It's like one-dimensional wall. What is better than Min wall?
What do you mean? Of course, that's definitely how it works.
Okay, of course, yeah. I think we're just gonna get started, except if people aren't here, we'll just DQ them later. Doodles has an echo? Oh no, why has Doodles got an echo? Doodles speak.
Oh no!
Oh gosh, you're coming through my microphone.
Huh. The reason I have an echo is that I'm in Mothman's house right now. Teehee.
Okay, I'll just fix it, I'll be a minute.
Okay.
Okay, it should be fine now.
You think after a 99 tournaments we would have gotten this right by now?
I mean, I've only been here since 51, I've got excuses, I've got like 50 more to learn.
Okay then. Alright, I'm gonna see if my voice sounds fine. Yeah, it seems fine. Probably.
Okay, so I still don't know who Tika Gaming is, so if you're here, that's great. You've got a buy. Tika Gaming 11YT has won their first set of M&S.
Oh.
So there is the bracket. It's maybe final. I'm not entirely sure who's here. We'll find out. On stream first, we'll do ThePizzaMelon versus Desselie, and we'll hold out on winners round 2 for now. Okay, there's a decent chance Desselie isn't here, I guess.
You want me to like go into the other lobby potentially?
Oh yeah, sure, that's a good idea.
It's a German flag. Oh no, what if they only speak German? Alright, I'm gonna hit him with the standard hello emote.
Sorry for the slow start, everyone. Should be getting on soon.
I am preemptively pulling out Google Translate. Right now it looks like they're AFK.
Okay, I think we'll just get started with winners for now, and then we'll see if they're still AFK by the time we're done.
I need to type in German. Oh, they moved.
Oh wait, this
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
The lobby has been disbanded.
Oh yes, there's a chance.
They might have noticed.
Like, you've got to get in here quick, the match might start. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, is that them? That's them. Desselie, they're here.
Yep. There we go.
Okay.
I didn't even get to use my German.
Just show off then. Do it now.
No. No, I don't actually want to anymore. I kind of lost my vocal training. Alright, I go into it. I go into the spectate. Alright, let's see how this goes. I have no idea who either of these two people play.
Clearly,
I should have
Lich
guessed
Death.
from characters. Lich Death. I remember this matchup used to be like kind of ass in like a different patch, but we're on a different patch that we've been on for multiple years.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years since patch 5 now. Close to it. Oh, shotgun interrupting the flower. Huge play.
Shotgun is a very fast move.
Looks like ThePizzaMelon's fairly safe at that end of the screen for now. As Desselie can find an approach, but it looks pretty tough with those butterflies there. Regardless to get a hit, ThePizzaMelon down to 1 heart. Desselie also gets hit, down to 1 heart apiece now. And by some magic, ThePizzaMelon loses a card.
I think barely grazed the Jellycat.
Oh, I see.
Going into an aggressive move here is ThePizzaMelon. Gets a nice flower at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, Desselie seems pretty intimidated, not wanting to approach here. So they're in a really tough spot when it comes to dodging. Over gets a hit
Lich
anyway.
is very hard to approach. Lich can be very hard to approach once she's set up, you know?
Yep. Oh, very nice flower
Goes for the
release.
shot.
Yeah, flower eats shotgun. It's a normal day in M&S.
He says getting caught off guard this time. Desselie manages to find a way through, and that forces out Fly. That is very good, and still gets the hit. This might be how a comeback starts. Oh, there was a gap below that Jellycat, but ThePizzaMelon doesn't take advantage of it. You've always got to be looking out for that, and did not recognize how big the death basic was going to pop.
So that's 1-0 to Desselie.
Sure is. The two will be staying as their favorite characters.
Oh, good patience on that
Jelly
flower.
confirmation.
A bit of lag gives ThePizzaMelon the hit with that basic, while an expanding whirlpool gets them back. And another 2 hits against ThePizzaMelon now.
0.3 seconds on that flower cooldown right there.
It's tough. Ah, and another one. Down to just one
We're
heart.
getting kind of comboed here. Ah, that was the same situation 3 times in a row. Yikes. It's honestly not that bad of a situation so long as you have flower, because you can always just escape it.
Yeah.
But it's not the case. It seems like both players aren't exactly wary of the opponent's basic or butterfly in their respective cases. That being said, that looks like a very quick 2-0.
Yep. I think ThePizzaMelon could have done a lot better if they observed the basics and paid attention to when they were going to expand, because when they expand they stop so you can notice, and there's also a sound that plays when another basic comes out. So if you pay attention to that, there'd be a lot less bonks probably.
I imagine it must be kind of weird with Lich though. The movement's much slower, so you have to be much more respective of the respectful of the basics.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, what we got next?
So I think we'll do a Haxentrick, a Little Bean versus Shadowpelt 721, and then Fally versus Tika Gaming 11YT.
Alrighty.
That is if Tika Gaming 11YT is a real person, which I somehow doubt.
Well, the real Tika Gaming, please step up. Got you. E2 and Tonnar are off stream, right?
Yes.
Well, they're already mad.
It's good. Okay, so
Not sure.
Haxen vs Shadowpelt now. Losers will decide to stream when the matches are available. Yep, Shadowpelt is alive, just on the wrong mat.
Both players don't want to approach each other. Never mind, the worm player, of course, is the one that approaches.
Wait, who's on the left?
So,
Is it Haxen?
I guess it's a different name. So yeah. With a name change, that usually means a different character. My source is literally myself. So we could see a different character from the artist formerly known as Haxen.
We'll see. Little Bean. It could be in reference to the Green Bean Wizard.
Yeah, but the Green Bean Wizard was mythical.
Alright. This is just a common Little Bean.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit him with a yaw.
And it is Green Hood.
Alright, what will the match be? Oh my word.
Green Hood vs Shadow Pelt's almost forever when.
I forget which of the worm players it was between AC and Shadow Pelt, but which one was like pronouncedly bad versus Green Hood has a worse record.
Probably Shadow Pelt, but AC is like expert level, so.
I don't feel like I've seen AC in one.
Yeah, I don't think I have. You know, Shadow Pelt's down to 1 heart, gets a hit, puts Little Bean down to 2, goes in for the Nobi Fire and Meth Eye Vanish, but runs in onto some kunai pressure and loses the card. Low stationary kunai.
It is very difficult to play aggressively against.
Yeah.
I feel like it's much easier to desperately fight for your life than beat one fighting. We're getting the double stay. What's the round start? Got round start wide from Shadow Belt side. Dodges the first 2 kunais, cannot dodge the third one. In the time it took me to talk out that sentence, we've had 2 more hits arrive.
There's the third.
And the middle laser. Quite a quick card from the littlest of beans. That tap basic just extremely difficult to get in on.
Yeah. Good top basic there, that really framed Shadow Pelt in, let the kunais get the hit.
There's a Novi Fire, it forces out the defensive special.
Some very good micro by Shadow there.
Going in. There's the worm wide. And oh, that was dangerous. The kunai was placed exactly on Shadow Pelt's Novi Fire position there. Had to barely squeak their way out. And that is running into a tree.
So 2-0 to a Little Bean.
That was a little fast.
Now comes the part where we find out if, what's the name? Tika Gaming is real.
Tika Gaming's not a real person, what do we do? This would really hurt my concept of what is real and what isn't, so answer carefully.
I think I would become Tika Gaming.
Oh, phew. The real Tika Gaming account. Tika Gaming. Tika Gaming that's a completely different game.
By the way, maybe people think I'm being harsh on Tika Gaming. The reason I think they're not real is because they're a new account that signed up to like 10 tournaments that haven't happened yet for all different games. It seems very suspicious.
I'm gonna look them up. I want to see what games they're looking
They got
to
like
play.
StarCraft, Windjammers, Duelists of Eden, Brazil. There's quite a lot on there. I love the name though.
A set of course, dominoes.
What?
Ain't no way we got dominoes.
What are you saying?
I'm looking forward to the dominoes tournament actually.
Wait, what? Is this on Tika Gaming's account?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I should have already played by now though. I have a feeling they're not real.
We'll give it like 3 minutes. Do you want to play a game while we wait?
I haven't plugged in my controller.
Okay, I'll play keyboard then.
No, I will plug in my controller.
Okay.
This is something I always do when I play Maiden spell. I just don't plug in my controller until I'm at the fucking character selection screen.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to speak because push to talk, so goodbye.
Alright, let's see how this goes. My internet has been kind of dying recently, so we're gonna find out together if how bad it is. Or if I could dodge basic, that would be an important start. I cannot dodge basic. I literally cannot dodge basic right now. Oh my god. I cannot dodge basic! Fuck! Stay over there. I cannot dodge basic. Why can I not dodge basic?
Okay, good game.
That was a terrible game. What do you mean?
I like the part where
I
the
played like
basic
ass.
with you.
Why did I even plug in my controller? What a fucked up day.
Okay, you'll give it one more minute.
I see a distinct lack of Tika gaming.
Yeah, this is so sad. It would have been so cool to have someone called Tika Gaming in the community.
That's what my depth name is gonna be.
True. Are you gonna make a YouTube page for it?
No, I'm lazy.
Okay, we'll call it there. I'm going to become Tika Gaming 11 YT. I am in this bracket now. Hello everyone.
Everyone say hello to Tika Gaming. The game we actually just played was to decide who gets custody of Tika Gaming. And because you won, you're now the Tika Gaming. So that means you versus Fally. True.
Yeah, I've sentenced myself. Oh, I didn't realize Fally was there. Okay.
Wait a minute, so you just played me for your arc practice? I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm exploiting it.
I mean, I didn't really do much arc in this game. I kind of fucking died.
The first tournament I ever hosted, I played in. I was ATM 51. I didn't really have a choice in the matter. I didn't even mean to host that tournament, it just sort of happened. Anyway, I'm gonna have to shut up because of push to talk. Goodbye.
Should I, wait a minute, before you play, should I refer to you as Tika Gaming?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so we've got the wonderful Arc versus Frost matchup. They're both playing the alt colors, so that's a little bit neat. Offhand starting with a very good space advantage, but Fally manages to break out of it, only taking one hit. Yet we find Fally taking one more hit. We've got slow and death toll on Frost right now, 2 hearts apiece. The death toll actually proving to be kind of useful here, forcing Moth to keep his distance. That is another basic hit from Fally's side there, making good use of the paralyzed tick, and that is a nice white hit from the Tika Gaming, by the way. And Tika Gaming takes the first card off of Fally. I cannot believe this. Miracles being pulled off here. That is another wide hit on Fally, catching him trying to escape the pressure that Frost can provide. Apparently, Arc stocks are low today. Rolling into the Arc wide, that is not optimal. Gets comboed into the basic. And that is rolling into another wide. Suddenly, Fally is just up a heart. Got fake paralyze. That would have been very nice for Fally to hit, but just gets the confused debuff raw. Moth no longer is confused. You can go for something here, is going for the aggressive play and makes it with a double back basic. Has to go in forward here because of Moon, and oh! The stun punish! TK Gaming with taking a game off of Fally. This is unheard of.
Hello, Max.
Hi. TK Gaming, known to be a main of every character in the game, but chooses to stay with the Frost. Fally also choosing to stay with the Arcanist. Gets a nice wide to start things off, does Fally. TK Gaming rolling into another wide. The confuse, giving Fally a lot of space. This Death Toll debuff isn't going to do much, and it wears off without having any sort of effect. Oh, there's Clock. The Paralyzed Tick making it kind of impossible to get out of in that situation. Moth doing his best job at survival, walking backwards ever so slightly into an arc wide. Really unfortunate to get hit basically at the final frontier of what he had to do. Round start rolls in with the basic. That's Fally hitting another confuse. Fally is amazing at hitting the shit. Suddenly for Clog, usually not a good trade, and Fally proving that by going in aggressive versus the TK Gaming Frost. 3 arts to 2. Boom gave an option there. And oh no, that is unlucky. That TK Gaming kind of just exploded on my screen there. I don't know what hit him. And we are 1-1. Is Fally going to keep his seed, or is the massive upset going to happen? There's the round start stun wave. It doesn't work out. Fally just going in aggressively. TK Gaming barely getting out, but still eats a paralyze. Wait, no. The paralyze was still going on. My mistake. I guess I'm not paying attention to the matchup, but so is TK Gaming as they run into another wide. This has to be a 2-card comeback if TK Gaming wants to take this game and set. That is the fucking master lock. Fally landing every single debuff without clock. This is usually the sign of the Arc is feeling very comfortable. Oh, very unlucky. Fally is kind of just running over TK Gaming right now, doing whatever he wants. The Arc stocks are going to the moon. And that is another basic, with Fally surviving a little scare, that's for sure.
Okay, I thought TK Gaming was going to be like an amazing player, but then they just got bodied. What happened? It was so sad.
Yeah, kind of ass. literally can't do anything under pressure. What the fuck? This is embarrassing.
Losing to Fally in their first set? What on earth? What is he doing?
Losing to the fucking RNS player. This is
Put shame on
insane.
M&S. Oh my gosh. So we'll stream Tonnar vs PizzaMelon since we haven't seen Tonnar yet.
Alrighty.
And then we can do Desselie vs Shadowpelt. So actually no, we'll just stream everything, it'll be fine.
Sure. There, we can go into spectate mode now.
Are they on the mat?
Yes. Indubitably.
Then there's no point in me pinging them.
Both of the portraits they use are of Lich, so is this going to be the famous Lich mirror?
Could be.
Oh hell yeah!
This is a matchup. It's a really fun matchup, but it's a very weird matchup. It's probably like the most unique matchup in the game.
It could get quite unga bunga if you so desire.
Oh, Flower doesn't quite eat flower, just eats butterfly instead.
These are two beginners, right?
Yes. Well, they're pretty experienced beginners, to be fair. Played in a lot of like Moonlit Maidens
And
and
there
stuff.
goes all the flowers! I feel like this might be a case of who can make the most space.
Yep.
Make
So-
the most space to walk around in.
So of course what makes this matchup special is that Flower deletes basically everything. Or every button that can be pressed in this matchup can be deleted by Flower, including flower and butterflies. So here this Flower from the blue Lich just completely deleted the butterfly and the flower. So that's a really huge and important flower for Tonnar.
Basically, whoever flowers first in this matchup usually is kind of dead.
And if you put your setups too close together, they can be all flowered at a single time. And the other Lich can snowball. Anyway, that's game 1 to Tonnar, sorry.
Tonnar going in for the greediest flower of all time, it does not work out.
I know they have no setup for a little while.
Tries to go under that butterfly shot, but it did not work out. Tonnar's got a little wall of flowers going on here. This melon tries to eat the flower, however, falls into a bullet.
PizzaMelon's pretty stuck here and loses the card. That's not too valuable of a flower from PizzaMelon since nothing was deleted. No Tonnar capitalizes, gets the flower to delete the butterfly. PizzaMelon gets 2 quick hits against them, down to 2 hearts. Tonnar gets hit on the way back. PizzaMelon down to... Oh, that is death. That is the set to Tonnar.
Good game.
Yeah, slow down in the flower was very unfortunate. So that means Tonnar has the honour of playing against Tika Gaming 11 YT in Losers Round 2. But before that, we have Desselie vs Shadowpelt.
Sure.
There they are.
On the map. So this is likely going to be Depth versus Worm. Let's see what Desselie can do versus Shadowpelt, because Shadowpelt is a very, very aggressive player. And Depth can kind of get comboed against aggressive playstyles.
Yeah, Shadow has a lot of experience too. Oh, Shadow going right in there, gets the hit with the Nuvi Fire just on the edge of that whirlpool. Very risky, but gets the reward. Oh, really pushing his luck. Gets hit there by the whirlpool just as it was about to expire. Oh, very good laser. Calls off the shotgun, gets a hit. Shadowpelt pressing the slow buttons around this whirlpool, very scary, and sort of cornered now. Manages to get out though. And again, laser call out on the shotgun. Sally's up against a bit of a wall here. Let's see if they can get out. And no, the pressure is just too strong. That's first card to Shadow.
Desselie's doing a good job at dealing with pressure though, and that is very good to see. Shotgun catching out Shadowpelt's more aggressive movement there. Just hitting him on the edge.
Not this time, Shadowpelt manages to avoid it. Gets the wide hit. Desselie down to just one heart now. And there's a Novi Fire. There's not enough time. That's game one to Shadowpelt.
Round start. It's just a wide out round start. The shotgun does not hit Shadowpelt because both were in iframes. Shadowpelt trying to find a way in, but it's just another worm wide. Worm wide is eternal.
What a dead zone, oh my gosh. That was insane. Shadowpelt takes the card.
Just wide bases there. Shadowpelt's starting to find the groove here. Desselie overcompensates for dodging the laser, walking into a wide there. And into another wide. Oh, you're getting the worm experience now, and that is a 2-0 for Shadowpelt. It looked very doable, so I'd say.
Yeah, some good moments. That means next we'll have Tika Gaming 11 by T vs Tonnar.
Oh my god, I get to see the real Tika Gaming. Oh my god. And here we go, Lich versus Frost. I've played this a little bit. Not really sure what I'd say about the matchup. Frost tends to play it more aggressively. Well, that's how I play it. We're going to find out if Tika Gaming plays it aggressively. Tonnar goes in to set up more of a flower wall, but they kind of overlap each other. It definitely means Tika Gaming won't find a way to roll through the flower and the flames. Oh, Tika Gaming just unfortunately getting hit at the edge of flower there. Pretty unfortunate 3-1 situation now. There is a gap below it, TK Gaming taking advantage of it. I won't say if there is or isn't a gap on that wide. Okay, I will now say there was a gap under that wide. TK Gaming really so wanted to abuse the limits of the space. Get to him. TK Gaming starting to tighten up their gameplay here. Trying to force Tonnar to really get that final hit. And oh, that was very, very close. The brief invulnerability of Stun Wave just barely letting them escape and taking the card. That is a free heart comeback. Impressive from TK Gaming, the person who brought Fally to the absolute limit. The wide trying to catch Tonnar escaping there does not hit, unfortunately. We get the same sort of setup from Tonnar here, with the two flowers sort of overlap on each other. However, Tonnar is the first person to get hit in this situation this time around. Very quick reaction on the stun wave there, knowing that Tonnar went too deep. Unfortunate. 2 hearts to 2 right now. As I say that, it becomes 1 heart to 2. We've got the whole flower wall set up, but it's not enough if you can't dodge the basic. That would be 1-0 to TK Gaming, off the back of a very impressive comeback from that first card. TK Gaming finding a way through, going into the position Frost really likes the most. The flower causes TK Gaming to roll out of the situation, but rolls into one of the wide's petals. That is really unfortunate. Quite a gift from God for Tonnar there. Let's see if they can make the biggest advantage of that. Nope, TK Gaming just runs in with Stun Wave. The plight of Lich player. Rather mediated round start for both of them. Waiting to see who takes the first hit. TK Gaming just kind of getting stuck in like the blender of butterflies there. Still finds the return hit with Stun Wave punish. Too many bullets there, runs out with roll. Yet still gets hit by one of the butterflies that was right next to them. Rolling in for more of an aggressive play, but Tonnar is doing a very good job of corralling the Frost basic here. A good job of not having to be inside the actual bullet storm. One of the best ways to mediate your struggles with Frost, with trying to micro Frost basic, is to just macro the entire thing. That gets a lot harder when the walls close in though. 2 hearts to 1, we're going to need a similar comeback to the first card of the game, and we're getting very close to that situation. 1 heart apiece. Can Tonnar keep up the game plan? Situation's getting very scary for TK Gaming right now. Burns Stun Wave for the invincibility. And a very, very close matchup ends with another basic. Congratulations to TK Gaming for winning a very hard-fought game.
Yeah, it's a pretty good set.
Never mind, this Tika gaming person is actually kind of alright.
I hope he puts it on YT later. Can't wait to see his perspective. Okay, so we'll move on to winners next. Which starts with AxemJinx versus a Little Bean.
All of the top seeds making their seed. That's a nice little thing.
Yep.
Alrighty. AxemJinx, a notable player of many characters in the video game known as Maiden and Spell.
Yep. Although they
Who
won the
will
last,
we see today?
they won the last tournament mostly, if not all with Frost, if I remember, so maybe we'll see
AxemJinx
that.
Frost does go hard.
Oh, Lich to start. Oh, what? A Lich mirror? Okay, whatever.
Oh, hell yeah! We're not done, ladies and gentlemen. Does the littlest of beans really have a Frost? I don't know. I mean, a Lich.
Sort of. I've seen it. I can't remember how
I
good it
have
was
not.
though.
That's one flower for 2 butterflies, giving AxemJinx a little more firepower for now.
Now approaching min walls, a Little Bean puts a stop to it, gets hit by a butterfly.
This matchup gets very, very cagey at min walls.
Oh, looks like Little Bean had his eye on those 2 butterflies stacked for his flower. Gets hit on the way there. Still gets a good flower.
That's a very, very good flower there. It ate up so much for the Little Bean.
Yeah, but he is still gone.
That being said, this is 1 heart to 4 right now. This has to be a very big comeback. And we've not found the start. AxemJinx, the first one to use flower. Little Bean goes for the trade, but Bean's flower does not actually eat up Axem's flower. Flower in this matchup can actually overlap quite a bit without actually deleting the other one.
With some good micro by AxemJinx, Little Bean is very stuck in this corner now. Maybe the walls expanding will give him a chance to escape, or that wisely placed flower. These butterflies are so well placed from Axem. So tough for Little Bean.
This flower right now. But Axem got to eat a lot of butterflies there and there. It really takes off a lot of the pressure that Axem has to deal with. This is looking to be a perfect game of M&S by Axem right now.
Such good micro.
Dodging through all of the bullets right now. That was a bit of a stomp.
Yeah, 8 hearters are never nice. Okay, Axem will stay.
I didn't know Axem was going to go this hard in the matchup.
Okay, Little Bean will switch, probably to Hood, I imagine. Although it might not be.
I feel like you can only really go up by switching characters here. Gonna be brutally honest here, did not get a single hit that entire game.
So sad. But maybe that whatever character they switch to has a chance. Let's see, it is Green Hood.
I mean, Hood just kind of just like throws out moves and it will hit eventually. We're looking for one hit here, and that will have been an improvement.
I think Haxen will get a Haxen's Hood is very strong. Because he's won like 3 Moonlit Maidens with his Hood.
Oh, really?
Yep.
My ass has not really looked at that tournament series.
Down 2 hearts now. Axem's going in for a bit of aggression here. It pays off. Haxen's distracted, gets hit by a butterfly. This is a very nice partitioning flower wall here.
Yeah, just going to vanish out of that situation, go to the area with more space. And there's the hit, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
And there's the card. That was what? 11 hits without an answer?
Gosh. I mean, 16 hearts happen quite commonly, so it's not to that level at least. Oh, Haxen's in a really bad spot here, and a very nice flower by Axem. Partitioning with the butterfly. Oh, Haxen can't find the gap. He uses Vanish. Vanishes in, gets the hit. Very well done.
And there's another hit. Axem, for the first time in this set, is up on hearts.
Oh,
And we're back to even.
just trapped in jail there. Nothing to do. Again, the flowers partition the screen. But Axem can find a way through here, although Axem has a fairly easy safe through it. Whoa, nice micro.
Whoa.
Goes for the flower dash, bonks on a just about to vanish wide. Wow. Axem down to just 1 heart now. It's a very good card from Haxen so far. Can he finish
This
it
is
though?
what you're looking for. Looking for the vanish here. There's the vanish coming out.
Axem going in again. Both players surviving so far. Oh wow, what a setup. Haxen down to just 1 heart now.
That's our
Has to use vanish.
another vanish forced out. And goes down. That was not going to be working out. Axem takes it pretty comfortably 2-0, but found a bit of resistance in the end there.
Yeah, Haxen had a very good chance of winning that card and maybe even pivoting it to a game, but couldn't quite in the end. Next up we have the match that happens all the time. It's Fally vs Ito.
the matchup of all time. You know they're going to play some goofy shit.
Pikachu Beast, perhaps.
It's Storm B.
Yeah, that one's also quite good. Oh, that is not Storm Beast. That is Lich.
Okay, this is just the matchup of the Lich. This is the
That's a
tournament of the
crazy
Lich.
mix-up though. Going to the Storm Beast avatar, making a point of the fact you're going to the Storm Beast avatar and then picking Lich. Crazy mix-up.
Yes, I'm going to play the fastest character in the game.
No.
Actually goes to the slowest character in the game, like a boss. I don't know if I've seen the Fally Lich before. I mean, it's looking to be pretty good. Has made space, forcing E2 into a corner. E2 the first one to take a hit. Big flower in center screen. That will be very useful later on if this reaches to the minimum of walls. Fally finds a gap for all the wides. And the butterfly from below E2 is what causes their second hit.
Very nice place, basic. It is down to 1 heart.
That's another butterfly. Fally doing a very good job of maintaining control of the whole arena at the start of the game, and just managed to clean it up at min walls. We're likely going to see a similar thing play out in this game. Usually Lich is able to just maintain space control.
This time it is going in, but gets punished by the basic that. Probably just too patient.
E2 moving in again. Flower forces E2 out of the comfort zone of the walls and onto the ceiling. And it looks like the Lich pick is working out very well for Fally. Really milking all of these flowers for how long he can actually hold them. And that's a great counter play for the breakfast setup.
AC's here.
Hello,
Hi,
AC. Hello, AC. Maybe AC was Tika gaming.
Maybe. Oh,
Oh,
no.
Whistle's here.
AC. I didn't get the hello emote out in time. This is so sad.
I got it out. E2 walking into the Lich wide. What a shame.
Some diamond spam. Fally avoids it so
It's
far.
uncanny how easy it is.
Fally's really good at finding the space in these breakfast combos. Just at the edge of pancake.
E2 really not finding a comfortable space to do Sun Priestess stuff in.
Just a lingering basic. Fally caught on his way through.
Another Dispel forced out. This is 8 seconds that E2 is just gonna have to dodge. You really don't want to have to like force yourself to dodge in this matchup. Lich just sort of will eventually hit you. Eventually you'll get checkmated. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, what a double hit. If Fally got hit just a little bit earlier then, Ethan would still be alive right now.
Very big flower center of the screen, a diamond dash stuffed by the butterfly. Very aggressive flower placement from Fally. This is pretty tough, but invincibility.
Oh no, that is not it. We're gonna need a 4-heart comeback here from E2 if they want to stay in this winner's bracket. And is unable to make the micro through the glitch wide there. Fally taking it.
So rough being 10th seed. I've got to fight Haxen. I mean, sorry, Tika Gaming has to fight Haxen. Okay, that'll be our next match. A Little Bean vs Tika Gaming 11 YT.
My solo commentary journey has not ended yet.
Who'd you have to win this set?
I'll flip a coin.
Okay.
Do you want heads or tails?
For who?
I'm already flipping the coin. Heads is for Axen. Yeah, you know, the littlest bean is just like so little. I don't think TK Gaming is actually gonna be able to win.
Oh,
No, I've just always believed this, that TK Gaming just cannot make this.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, he's a newcomer. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But would you have like beans in your Tika?
I have an eating disorder.
I see.
The answer is no.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on the type of bean as well. Like, I probably wouldn't have baked beans. Or maybe I'd have like a kidney bean or something, I don't know. Perhaps. Okay, goodbye. I need to mute for unknown reasons.
It's really strange how Moth keeps muting during the TK Gaming sets. Okay, we've got more Lich versus Frost action. And it starts off with the stun wave punish. You've always got to be wary of that as Lich on round start. If the Frost is even close to you, you might as well just flower. Oh, the first hit of wide doesn't hit, so Moth TK Gaming just thought that it just wasn't going to hit, so went for the stun wave, but actually the second hit of wide is what hits the littlest beans. Little bean getting caught up in the basic storm of Frost Basic, getting hit again by basic, and keeping mostly a controlled state of game there. Trying to micro Frost Basic usually keeps you locked in place for a little bit. It lets the Frost get in closer to you, which is really not what you want. TK Gaming getting kind of sandwiched between the basics here of the butterflies. Oh! Very close. Very close for Little Bean to actually make that hit onto Moth, but Moth... You know, I keep fucking it up. I'm messing it up more and more consistently. I can't believe this.
Does seem pretty
TK
reminiscent
Gaming.
to my style, to be fair.
Yeah. You know, I've never seen the TK Gaming Lich though. TK Gaming going Lich, I guess. That being said, a little bean is not going to be playing the Lich Mirror. Honestly, I would have been traumatized after what Axem did to me. So we're likely seeing Hood versus Lich. Yup, that's what we see. Can Tika Gaming get the same amount of control that Axem did? Running into a tree is not usually the start you want. Getting a flower wall up there, but there is a gap on top, and Little Bean is making good use of that. Maybe too much use of that, to be honest. Gaming not accounting for the kunai above there. Getting hit. 3 yards to 2. Unable to micro the inner ring of wide is a Little Bean. Probably not little enough. Flower on flower. This is not usually that much of a move, but I mean, hey, the smaller flower did dissipate. I'm unable to micro the little lasers from a Little Bean. Lich is weakest at round start because the setup isn't there. Kind of like the moment after round start. Flower is an insane move that Lich just has on round start. However, everything after that can get kind of scary, since that's the least amount of setup you're going to have as Lich. Now here is a lot more comfortable for Lich, as they just have the setup. Not when you're stuck in lasers though. These two characters have stationary wides. Yeah, that's my fun fact. Tika Gaming doing a good job of redirecting kunais there. Giving them a good avenue of escape. Not there though. Lich just a little too slow to make that escape. The tree nearly spawns on Tika Gaming there, but eventually just runs backwards into a tree. And we're going to see the two of them actually keep their characters, okay. Will this come back to bite Tika Gaming into the ass? Maybe this is a blood debt Tika has to repay. Flower to replace the old wilting flower. There is a gap below that one, so Little Bean makes another good use of finding space. And there we go, that is 4 hearts unanswered. It's looking like a Little Bean is in the driver's seat right now. Tika Gaming just unable to find the very comfortable setup. Going in, we don't see any wides from Tika Gaming. There's the wide actually. But now we don't have a good flower. There's the good flower. However, then we back up into a tree. And then to another tree. This backstab by the kunais, this is not looking good for Tika Gaming. And the kunais all come into the back of Tika Gaming. Rest in peace, Tika Gaming. You will be missed.
I don't think we'll ever see him again.
Gone at 11.
Can't wait for the YouTube VOD. Such a tragedy.
M&S lane. Rest in peace, baby Jonah.
So now we have Itu vs Shadow Pelt.
Ooh. I wonder how this will go.
Around start hug, no hits. Shadowpelt's doing a pretty good job navigating around all this wide so far. Never mind. Oh, Novi Fire isn't quite punished. There's a long range hit with the laser. 3 hearts apiece. Novi Fire met by Dispel. It's pretty advantageous for the Wern, but gets hit in this melee. By a lingering basic at the edge of the wall, Shadowpelt's hit again. And Novi Fire punished this time. Shadowpelt loses the first card.
It's uncanny how easy it is. Shadowpelt hitting E2 with the double back basic there. Catching E2 off guard there. That is pretty good, but sometimes diamonds are just impossible to dodge. That's E2 taking game 1. Wormwide is eternal. E2 getting hit by the basic there of Shadowpelt. Dispel forced out. And another wide. This is a very good start for Shadowpelt. And E2 not able to escape the Novi Fire is an insane move.
Right from the very edge.
No Dispel to help him.
2 quick hits in response in this card for Itu.
E2 playing a much more slower playstyle right here, and it works out much better.
No basics, just wides into a BTD, gets the hit. So much on the screen. And there it is. Laser punished by a basic. Itu takes the set 2-0.
E2 really just decided, you know what, I'm gonna win now. Good games to Shadowpelt. I love seeing Shadowpelt playing the game. I feel like no matter who he's playing against, he can just like always have a chance to just win.
Yeah.
That's just what happens when you're playing an aggressive worm.
It's always so scary to play against. And like every tournament you go to, you'll probably find Shadowpelt, like throughout history of the game. Like if something crazy happened to one tournament, you want to check it, you'll see Shadowpelt was there to witness as well. Wait, little Bean's fighting Dawnwood right now. I guess we'll do winners first then, with AxemJinx versus Fally.
I'm gonna get my Diet Coke real quick.
I see.
Oh, a little beans already in the game. Okay, let's do the Empower game. Oh wait, Fally's also in the game right now.
Yeah, we'll do winners first anyway. Oh, that is true. Whoops. And it's versus AC, so that'll take a very long time, probably.
Huh? What do you say?
Fally's fighting AC, and AC is really defensive, so oftentimes games of AC take a while.
Yeah.
Okay, Fally lost. So sad. Or maybe that's just for the facial expression, who knows.
Typical Fally L? Oh no. I didn't even know that was typical. Who do I spectate? This. Okay.
So this is a repeat from last tournament, a 14 game set over winners, grands and grand resets, which AxemJinx eventually managed to win with the reverse 3-0 in the final set.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild to watch.
You nearly got the game 15. That's very, very rare.
Okay, so does this count as match fixing? Probably not. Not severe enough. So they've agreed on the mirror? It seems.
I was looking really forward to some Frost versus Arc. You're telling me they're playing the Lich Mirror?
I mean, if you look back, there is 14 games of it, so...
I didn't get to commentate that though.
Just mute the audio and pretend you're commentating, maybe.
I'm just gonna agree with everything you say.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
AxemJinx bonked on a wide?
Yeah, that happened.
Fally punished by running in?
I'm stopping now.
Okay. Okay, Fally runs in again, off the Ted. Bonks on the wide, hidden behind so many other wides and butterflies and so many things. But AxemJinx gets another hit.
Trying to go to the other side of the screen, but barely had enough frames to do that, and even then basically got checkmated right after. Ooh, not the last heart. Axem tried to power through, but got hit right after losing invulnerability frames. Axem actually the first one to lose a card. Fally decides not to micro through it and instead just voids everything with Flower. Fally tries to eat everything then there again, but ends up getting hit before then. accidentally hit my PC and now my game is starting to start.
Oh gosh.
Oops. I think it was just unlucky timing. Axem playing this one a lot more dominantly. Probably been at 1 heart for a little bit. And loses that card. We are down to the last card of game 1. And Fally wins the basic war.
Axem down to 1 heart very quickly here. Very narrowly avoids the basic, gets a basic of his own, not out of this game just yet.
Getting quite a lot of extremes here.
Flower eats flower.
Lord of the Flowers. This is kind of close right now. Axem not playing the basic game there with Fally. That is a 4-heart comeback. AxemJinx with the 4-heart comeback there to win the first game.
Heart leads me enough in this tournament so far. Maybe not nothing, just slightly less than usual perhaps.
This right now has been a matchup of extremes. Fally was Fally was extremely winning on 1 card, then Axem was extremely winning on 1 card, and then on the final card, Fally was extremely winning, and then Axem extremely won. This card is looking to be a little more contentious though. Axem stuck in what seemed like a corner, but the flower just avoided everything. And now Fally is the one who's in a bit of a situation.
Fally got that really good flower, but it did not matter at all because he lost the card a second later. So sad. The wins the round start, arguably. Deleting the butterfly and the flower, has a flower of his own. Now has space to retreat, I guess.
Backing up into a butterfly, that is a bit of an issue. That was a long shot. Oh my god.
Flowers eating butterflies eating flowers. Or flowers eating butterflies. It's a strange world. Fally down to 1 heart.
See, now Axem is extremely winning.
Will he extremely win though?
Find out in a few moments.
No. Wait, is a 3-heart win still an extreme win? Or just a win?
I'd say dominant.
Okay, dominant. Dominant win.
A dominant win from AxemJinx.
Yeah, we should really start like standardizing tournament commentary. Like that's right on a list. So extreme for dominant, 3, close-ish seconds, and down to the wire 1. Those are our words. Please stick to them.
What do you want to call it? When a flower eats up projectiles.
It just eats.
What do you want to call it?
It just eats.
I don't really like eat though. I think void sounds much cooler.
Void? Okay.
Yeah, that butterfly just got voided by Axem. That sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's okay. If you butterfly somebody and they die, like you use it sort of like a Novi fire, do you void the heart?
Didn't think that far.
Okay.
Both of them getting the same exact setup, but Fally voids both the flower and butterfly from Axem there. Puts Fally into a bit of a lead in terms of setup. Or eventually they'll both reach a middle ground. Fally once again voiding a flower and butterfly combination there. Getting into a sort of lead right now, but AxemJinx proving to be better on the double back basic shenanigans.
Yeah, there'll be no extreme wins this card.
That is extremely true. Axem voiding 2 butterflies from Fally there. Going to have to reset those up. You can only have 4 butterflies out at a time.
I think
I should know.
if you have slow, can't it be like really weird?
Really?
Maybe? Probably not.
With
No,
slow?
I might have made that up. Some things get weird with slow, I know, but yeah.
That sounds like bottom of the iceberg information, my friend.
Okay, Fally will say something. Oh wait, no, Fally can't say anything. He's on the match. Will he get? What did we say? Second was closest defeated here. Oh, it's down to the wire.
It's down to the wire. However, Fally is on the wirest of wires right now, being down a card.
But I'll write that down.
Well, you write it on card.
And I've just got some paper here. Okay, so
Last card.
what's the term for that? Did you see that? The
For-
spectator bug?
Yeah, I call it spectator bug.
Okay, but there's like so many variations. Do we need new names for spectator
No,
bug?
just
Fine.
call it all spectator bug.
Oh, spectator bug, okay.
Axem's flower does not void Fally's flower. This will cause Axem some issues in movement. If they ever want to go to the other side of the screen, they'll have to go below.
Probably wanted to
As you
avoid
right
all
here.
3 butterflies there, but I got hit on the way
Barely
through.
made the micro. Axem barely made the micro there. Axem voiding 2 butterflies there. Fally trying to avoid both butterflies from Axem there, but gets a little too greedy on the charge there.
Yeah,
Now
instead
it's
of the
looking
butterflies void him.
very unlikely. Axem takes it.
It's 3-0.
Axem extremely winning that last card.
Would you say that Extreme won the set because of the 3-0 or... Oh wait, there's 3-0. No, that's not Extreme, that's what is it? What did we say? Dominant? That's dominant set win.
A dominant 3-0.
Okay.
I like how the TO just says sure. It's really funny.
I mean, tournaments are better when the best of 5, and the only reason we don't do a best of 5 is because it's kind of confusing. But since they asked, we might as well do a best of 5.
True. I'm gonna ask for best of 5s on all of my sets now.
No, that's only for the 4th place match. This does not apply
Fuck.
elsewhere.
Oh!
Unless you're Javaro. For some reason I listen to him.
Javaro's very funny. Javaro's playstyle is inherently funny.
Yeah, that's true. ATM 101 would be best of 5 if it were to exist.
Best of 100.
Yeah, so true. Oh, we should do that. Best of 100.
That's the grand finals. To see whose Maiden really awoke.
It's not really like... It's not a test of skill, it's just a test of who can stay up the longest.
We literally made Versus Basement Part 2.
Wait, but then it actually makes sense, the name, Awakening the Maiden. Like, lore-wise, this is the way to go. Okay, Itu can't micro for those kunite. Gets hit, down to 2 hearts. Micros through them, though. Two hearts apiece now. Sleeping the Tonnar, the Maiden. That is a great name.
I've got a great idea for like the background of Awakening the Maiden 100.
What is it?
You know how one of those Mario games is just like all a dream?
No, which one?
I don't remember. That's why I asked if you knew.
Oh gosh, well none of us know, so okay. Well, Super Mario Bros. 3 is like a play, isn't it? I know that much. Anyway, Itu takes a card. Wait, so does the idea expand beyond that? This is a picture of Mario going to sleep.
I will put it in. I will just.
What is this?
That's the ending to Super Mario Bros. 2.
I see.
Do you see the vision? Do you see where the previous winner goes?
Oh, okay.
Itu extremely winning versus a little bean.
And extremely
and extremely
wins.
won.
We actually already have plans for the ATM 100 background. It's so sad.
Damn it! Fuck! All right, that's the credit screen then. Fine.
Yeah, we can do that maybe.
I have to very quickly edit it to whoever wins.
They'll need like a producer behind the scenes.
Well, I know who normally does it.
Safarius.
That's his name. Oh.
I guess it is. Probably.
You don't even know? Okay.
Well, I don't think he's ever corrected me, so...
Sure.
Gaming. Except the 3 backgrounds that I made. Well, of the 100 tournaments we've had. Such an artist. Okay, 3-2 to Itu. The walls are closing in. I can commentate. Itu is dominantly winning. Dominantly wins the card.
Diamonds are very large. Itu taking first blood on this next card, forcing out the Vanish.
Haxentrick, a little bean is just standing still, going through all these wides, parting them away, but gets hit by the pancake.
You really don't want to be walking backwards when Sun is just spamming diamonds on you. However, it does make it much easier to dodge through a layer of diamonds the further back you go. But then that just gives them more space to actually summon another diamond.
Yeah. And there's more
It's really
myths as
taking
well with
poison.
like how you layer the diamonds. Like, do you stack them on top of each other? Do you put them further back? Do you expect the run in, put them closer? Like, there's more options out of range. Game 2 to Itu. Some pretty tough diamonds. Forces vanish out for a little beam. Gets rewarded with a hit afterwards though. There will be no extreme wins.
More layers of diamonds. Very difficult to dodge through. This spell force out. Goldbean still has vanished though. Might be using it right now, and is.
Survives all
find
the
a way out.
pressure.
Yep.
Uber can't survive that diamond. In the corner, the diamonds come. The diamonds take the heart and the card.
Both players are extremely winning right now.
So true.
Oh no! Lil Bean is only dominantly winning right now. I found an issue with the
Okay, we need to do
Found an issue
QA
with it.
testing. Okay. It's who's extremely winning. A little bean
It's
is
down
on
to
the
the wire
wire.
for a little. That works.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, that one works.
Okay, we can keep that. And an extreme win to end the set, to end the streak of dominant free heart wins.
Please, you two.
Wait,
I
wait.
don't really want it.
There was a there was a dominant streak of dominant card wins because Ita got like 3 dominant cards in a row.
That's pretty dominant.
So dominant.
Oh my.
Ita. So now we have Itu versus Fally, sorry, in losers.
E2 versus Fally. Wow.
This is such a common matchup in tournaments. We're watching it 2 times this tournament and many times
This
other
time
tournaments.
Fally is going Storm Beast.
Are you sure?
No.
The Frost.
Oh my god. Frost versus Sun. Fally going in very aggressively. That was when I would stun wave and die, but Fally is smart and doesn't do that. Rolling in again, the second hit of wide is what does E2 in there. This spell slows Frost down, but Frost's wide button is what removes the slow on her. Catches E2 out with the stun wave. Fally finding a lead in this first game, first card. Another wide catches E2 out, catches him slipping. And Focus Basic 1 is what ends E2's first card. Fally starting out pretty strongly, another stun wave. This time at round start, gets rolling out of the match round start there.
Fally goes in, gets the wide, Desselie tries to escape the melee pressure. And a stun wave, another hit, Fally on 4 hearts, could extremely win here.
Fally is really controlling the pace strongly in this matchup. How is shitting not censored?
I don't know.
Ah. E2 is saying he cannot play against all these different characters. My brother in Christ, you're playing in the tournament.
Fally caught on the wide this time, just moves orbits a little bit too much. Oh, gets hit with the stun wave. Punished this time.
Couldn't find the dodgeball, right?
I'm not sure if it was possible. Maybe.
I think there was barely enough time to actually get the dodge roll out there, but who cares? Fally is still somehow in the lead.
Wide gaming, there is buttons, there is stun, there is button, there is card. Again, Fally wins the melee round start. Doesn't get to the right edge of Pancake, gets hit by a waffle. Not quite to tip of the spell by the looks of things.
Fally keeps finding his way in through all Sun's pressure. This is very strong. A very strong showing.
Yep, there Fally found his way in, but it immediately found their way out. Again, Fally goes in, pushed out by the basic, the diamonds. Gets hit by some waffles.
We're now at a like rectangular shape on the walls.
So true.
Need to down to last heart and last card.
Ooh,
Fally just
Tonnar.
running in and gets the stun wave. Zero respect being given.
Oh my gosh. Unfocused basic free melee.
How did E2 type that so fast? That is 3 lines.
Wow.
Even got commas in there.
Maybe it was not typed in response, but it was already being typed out. And it just like
That-
happened to be a good response.
That doesn't work.
Maybe.
That isn't how text works.
Predictive
Oh,
text?
we got the Fade Stun?
No.
Maybe that just like very difficult.
I could make it work.
So true, Tika Gaming. They're doing a bit of layering with his basics. Oh, strange roll in. Well, that's Fally getting hit, but he quickly remedies that with a unfocused basic one. You don't really see that hitting much often.
It's pretty good if you don't want as much slowdown in melee. Like you can use it as a sort of cheeky counter melee option whilst you're escaping.
That's mostly for its movement benefits, though.
Yeah.
What you're describing. So actually getting a hit with it is kind of just serendipitous.
I see.
1 heart apiece, Fally using stun wave to get rid of some wide stuff from E2. Still finds his way to the card, does Fally.
Oh, stun wave met with a quick reaction, Novi Dispel. But still a hit against Itu with that basic against the wall. Oh my gosh, the mix-up.
Fally finding the fucking gap. Oh, that is unlucky for E2.
Itu gives up, so that is the end. Doodles, ask me a question in chat, please.
What?
Ask me a question in chat, in the M&S chat.
In what?
Ask me a question in the lobby, please.
Hi?
Oh, do you see how quick I typed that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so quick.
I saw you typing because I alt-tabbed earlier.
But I still made the predictive text work. It's like possible. You can do it. Okay, is Moth on a gamer? Yes, why?
No, that's Chica.
Oh, okay.
Chica is gaming.
I'm confused. We have grand finals.
The Grandiose finals. You get the rematch.
Yeah, it's AxemJinx vs Fally.
Please, I don't want to do another Lichmer. I've kind of run out of stuff to commentate on that matchup.
Okay, so maybe we'll see depth instead.
Ew.
We'll see.
I'm gonna hit the I'm ready as well.
We're both so ready. Are you ready
Fally
for
has
some
not
lich?
yet sent the Fally has not yet sent the I'm ready emote. I don't think Fally's ready.
Oh no. But he locked in a character. And AxemJinx can lock in a character and the stage because he's the host. So before Fally is ready, AxemJinx can start the match. Oh, he's ready.
Oh,
Never mind.
fuck. Has Axem even sent the I'm ready emote?
No, but it doesn't matter because he picks the stage. He chooses when to fight.
Oh, okay. Let's fight.
Grand finals.
What does Fally want to fight? Oh, I'm shutting up.
Okay, so it's Minwall's grand finals. It is Depth vs Pink Lich.
This was the first matchup we saw, right?
It was Lich Mirror. Oh, yeah, it was. In the end. Very first round.
Now we get to see it at the high level.
Oh, very nice shotgun. AxemJinx already down 2 hearts. First underestimating the length of the whirlpool. And getting hit by that shotgun. Very nice dodge though to avoid getting hit for a third time.
Axem not wanting to flower there. Wanting to wait until they actually get hit to really seal in a big flower.
Pretty good whirlpool. Amounts to nothing though. Although AxemJinx gets hit by the shotgun as Fally finds a way in.
Lich cannot escape that. At least from that distance.
So slow. Again, Fally finds his way in, but this time the shotgun punished by a very small shotgun.
That was a really, really close one. Once again, Fally finding a way to force Axem back. But this time not able to get a hit.
It's a pretty threatening whirlpool, but AxemJinx can avoid it. Has the patience. That one was too threatening. Has to use the flower, but gets hit right afterwards. Down to 1 heart apiece now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the wire. And oh my god, what a micro from Fally there.
Flower avoids many setups. As Fally gets hit, Axem makes a comeback.
Jordan's kind of disgusting in this matchup.
Oh gosh. Axem, oh, there's a gap. Fally must have had to go down and made the gap and Axem escaped. Oh, mini shotgun, not in time. Big shotgun, too big, too fast. Axem hit. Oh, hit on 3 ends there. Again, Axem down to 1 heart.
Fally is playing this very, very well. I say that as he runs into the flower.
I don't know what Axem
It was just for the invulnerability frames. It was just for the invuln flames.
That shotgun was insane. It feels like it must have been coming from ages, but I do not know what Axem could have done.
Another amazing micro from Fally there. Axem doing a good job of not getting hit right now. Really forcing Fally to play within the extremities of what he could possibly dodge in.
But 2 quick
Well,
hits.
we're getting a bit of a hit cacophony here.
Very threatening setup. A flower bleeds it all. Fally in a terrible space there, gets hit by so many butterflies and the basic combining. The shotgun coming? There it is. Axem avoids it.
Very close. Axem playing this very disciplined right now, and is just barely able to squeak out the cards. That is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. Fally just on the edge of flower. Is voided by flower.
They're staying.
Again, the exact same interaction, 2 hearts in a row.
Agreed.
Very tricky setup, but nothing for Axem. Oh, the greed! Taking turns being greedy here. Losing hearts. Oh, no gap there.
There's no gap there. This is a very scary place for Axem to be. Just flowers out of there. That's likely all Axem really could have done there.
Some good movements by Fally for a little while.
There.
Oh no. Shotgun punished. Fally going in, desperate for these hits. Forced back. And shotgun punished by a very small 3 bullet shotgun.
That is a really funny round start from Fally there. Going for the double shotgun.
Third shotgun gets the hit. Flower avoids it all. Oh no.
No, accounting for the flower usage there from Axem.
Yeah, the instant Novi fire to catch the shotgun. Small Novi fire, to be fair, but regardless. It's Axem up
Oh
2-0.
no. This ain't looking too good for the old Falster.
Could be a very quick grand final set if Axem were to win this next game.
So you're telling me these two went to game 14 last tournament,
Yep.
and this is what I get when I decide to come? What a fucked up day!
I'm staying with these characters. Very nice micro of the shotgun by Axem.
Don't really think you can micro shotgun.
He was right at the edge, it was basically micro. Like if you look at the precision and the movement, it was equivalent to micro.
I would consider that more macro because Axem did kind of just slide along the right wall.
I guess. This is so sad.
You see, you can only, I think you could only really micro shotgun if it was like fucking, it was like hit with a mini debuff, because then you get little gaps in between it.
So you're trying to claim monopoly on microing shotgun for the Arcanists?
Yes.
I see. Well, what about...
However, it's not really that useful. It's not really that useful because they're just going to press shotgun again.
Yeah, but it's cool. You want to micro as much as you can. It's just fun.
No, that's School of Fally. That's School of Fally.
I see.
You see those Red Hood games?
Okay. Well, if you're getting hit by a Red Hood kunai, and like say you dodge in between the kunai, that's micro, right?
How did Axem go through all of that? Oh my god.
I don't know. But say you micro for the kunai, but what if you're on the edge of the kunai, but you're so close to it that it's almost like within micro distance? So it's almost equivalent to a micro? Would that be micro?
I wasn't really listening.
Yeah, okay, I should not speak, it's fine.
You're getting into that complex M&S talk, and that's not what I want to talk about.
For gaming, that's what we're doing.
With an unfortunate bonk there.
A shotgun voided by shotgun, I mean flower. Wait, is void...
gap below there.
Can we use voids for like stun wave deleting obstacles as well? Or is it just flower?
Honestly, I think it kind of bugs. I think it goes kind of hard.
Okay.
You know, just calling everything that deletes something, voiding it. Like,
Yeah.
this spell doesn't really void anything. You know?
It voids your speed.
No, we're not doing that though.
Okay. Oh,
Bad.
there is a gap.
Bad. Yep. If there's one thing I can do in this versus death, it's understand if there's a gap or not.
I see. It's a pretty powerful shotgun, but Fally force down means Axem can dodge away safely. Now has very good screen control.
This is what Javaro would call as roomy.
I see.
This is exactly what Javaro would call as like a roomy space to dodge in.
Yeah, it's pretty roomy, I guess. I mean, it's not very friendly though, is it?
Oh, that was extremely close to being a hit for Fally. This is not really going Fally's way, has it?
Oh, the backwards Jellycat dash through the flower. Oh, the stationary butterfly catches Fally's card.
Potentially the last card of the tournament?
There is no gap.
If Axem wants to close out the tournament right now, it'll have to be a 4-heart comeback, and we've seen a lot of those already.
Axem is more than capable. Especially in this matchup, you can get a lot of screen control. Maybe you can snowball a few hits. but there's not really
Fally
too.
holding the shotgun there and nearly catching out Axem. This is looking like it's going to be a hit. Nope. Burns Flower does Axem. Really forcing Fally to get that final hit. We will have at least one more game of play.
Best hits against Fally. Small basic. Oh, very narrow dodge by Axem there. Knows that range of the Whirlpool very well. Oh my gosh, what a small gap again. Jellycat encourages the flower, but it's in a really good position. So no harm done for Axem as we approach small walls. And there's a long range setup catching Axem's heart with the shotgun and expanding Whirlpool. Fally can't. Jellycat through the setup gets hit. Axem not locked in. Again, Axem finds the gap. Oh, very risky.
No.
Risky shotgun punished by the butterflies.
I'm really just standing still, waiting for Fally to press the Y button. And that is an unfortunate bonk from Fally. This can't be how Grand Finals goes.
Yeah.
Axem forced to go around Jellycat there, around town.
Another risky shotgun punished. Axem finds space for a pretty strong butterfly. Isn't hit by any counter melee.
I feel like Fally has been really trigger happy on some of these basics. Before Axem even commits to going a direction, Fally's already pressing the button.
Pretty good basic there and a good shotgun. Axem tapped the 2 hearts, very quickly evened the card. Oh, and Fally takes the lead. It's a very quick burst of aggression, gets the hit.
No defensive for 6 seconds, does Axem. Has to survive the Fally aggression here, just stand still.
There is AxemJinx wins. 3-1 on the tournament. Much quicker set this time. AxemJinx is your champion with the Lich first death.
Good game.
So there's your final bracket. AxemJinx again managing to win his second tournament running now. Pretty good. We'll end the stream fairly soon. But before that I will say some things. That being that the next tournament, Awakening the Maiden 100, as I've already said, will be there'll be quite a gap in between this and that tournament of around like 2 months, a little bit more than 2 months probably, because I'm busy and then we need to prepare. I'm going to try and make it really special. There'll probably be like a prize pool as well, and there'll be some extra stuff done for it. And that tournament will be the last Awakening the Maiden ever. After that, I will be leaving ATC. Tournaments from me will continue, but tournaments under this name will not. ATC is amazing, like you see all the stuff they do for us, but it will be the end. And no. Maybe I'll try and justify this better at a later date. I'm very tired right now. This isn't supposed to be sad. Whatever. What do I need to say as well? I don't know what to say.
You got this. Speak your
ATM's been
English.
great. Okay, ATM's been here since the beginning. And of course, it's a bit of a superficial sort of thing going on because most of the people that started it are not here anymore. But effectively, my reasons for this, as I think we've become very separate from Awakening the Chaos. To me, it's always been strange that we have such a strong community here, and that's always existed weirdly attached to a separate entity and a separate community that none of us are really a part of. And so I figured it was best that we moved on. But ATC has been great. Without ATC, of course, none of this would be happening. I wouldn't be playing this game. 99 tournaments so far, 100 it'll be by the end. None of that would have happened. And who knows what this game would have been like? I don't know. I think that's all I'll say on that matter for now. I'll announce some things tomorrow more properly. So thanks everyone for coming, as always. Also, thanks for Safarius for making this background. Do you see how cool this background is? This is the Apotheoisis. Look at this. It's so sick. He does it every single time. He always amazes me. And there's no need to make backgrounds this cool looking. He could easily just like rip stuff from the game like we used to, but we get this, as we always do. So thanks to Safarius, who is the goat. Goodbye, I guess.
See ya.